What up, y'all? Back again. This here is Rome in the 1880s, right around 1880. Now, does that look like it's been occupied? Because it sure doesn't to me, and it sure looks like they're cleaning it up almost as if they would be getting like some place ready for people to come back to. But it's very worn. And Rome doesn't look like that today. So it's very fascinating to me that we had Rome looking like they needed it to dig it out and remodel it, brush it up, dust it off, dig it out. Where were all the people? See, a lot of people just don't want to accept the fact that there was a mud flood, and it happened between 1776 and 1812. And even though it hasn't been so very long, it has been. It did occur. And it's been covered up. And that's the thing. That's the number one thing that should really alert you, that if that's been covered up and it's been easy to do or able to get over everybody, then it says a lot. And then, you have to look at the biblical narrative. So if this has occurred, well, where does this fit in the biblical narrative? And that's my question to you. And that's why I've been on this research for years and years. I mean, we're nearing 8 years now on this one topic, and this was not out really to the raw public in its raw form until just a few years ago. And it's still not really out because a lot of people, they like to live in the full-on matrix, and that's why they have all these distractions, amusement parks and malls. Work that extra shift, and that's cool, but if you don't go back to your history, you won't know your future, because your history is what determines your future. And a lot of times your technology is not coming from the future, but coming from the past, from your history, the stuff that happened before. The technologies from before. That's why sometimes you'll see these things going on and it doesn't make sense, or you'll find that, there's this upheaval somewhere, but really what it is a distraction to excavate something powerful that was found, maybe. Technology. But again, there's a lot of these what looks like water fountains or water mechanisms, but they also have this where how it went, like, see that U-shaped, they would process the water so it was full particle water, which is better for the body. Also, water has a lot to do with different things, like, we use water to cool things as well, as far as if we're talking about technology. But who built this, man? This is just beautiful. I mean, really. And it seems as if these pictures are like in HD quality, which 1880, it's interesting. Nevertheless, these are some examples of what it looked like when it was in its state of newness, but how did they carve those with chisels? It's just amazing. Amazing. And so, yeah, if you have a belief in the biblical narrative, I would like to know your take on it. Because this is real recent. And we know up until the one came, that was a while ago. So from that time period till now, where does this fit? Those are portal windows. They resemble water when it's at a high frequency, really. If you look at water or sand based on, putting our music on it based on the frequency, you'll find the higher pitched frequencies are more healing, and the lower bass driven frequencies in any kind of music are not. Thank you for watching.